Well, something to think about as you munch on your breakfast this morning. In a recent ABC News poll, we discovered that more people start their day with cereal than any other breakfast. But are you doing the right thing? That's why we brought in our nutritionist and also medical contributor, Dr. David Katz. And we have all these popular cereals here.
Yeah, I hope you're hungry.
Yeah, but maybe not so good for us.
It depends, and we're going to go through these and show that not all cereal is created equal. And the marketing would suggest that just because something's called cereal is good for you.
Right.
Not so.
Well, come on, Wheaties, the breakfast of champions.
Right?
Exactly.
You want to make the Olympic team, you've got to eat this. And yet, until very recently, Wheaties actually had trans fat in it. Thankfully, they took that out. But it still provides a heaping load of sugar, lots of salt, almost as much salt as potato chips and pretzels, believe it or not, and not nearly enough whole grain and fiber. I don't think it's the breakfast of champions.
Well, General Mills, who makes Wheaties, they had a statement to response to you, David, and they said potato chips and pretzels do not carry the nutrition profile of cereals. Wheaties are packed with vitamins and minerals, low in fat, and an excellent source of whole grain. Your rebuttal?
My rebuttal is they didn't answer the question. I talked about the sodium content. No one says potato chips are the breakfast of champions, right?
Okay, right.
So I think they changed the subject because they can't argue with that. You don't want high-salt breakfast cereal.
So you have an alternative to Wheaties?
To me, this is the breakfast of champions. If I were stranded on a desert island, could take only one food, Nature's Path Optimum cereal might very well be it. If you match calorie for calorie, and the serving size here is larger, it's 190 calories. Match the calories, twice the fiber, half the sodium, loaded with whole grain goodness. It's just a much more nutritious start to the day.
If I
taste this, yeah, it's great.
A lot of people on our program are talking about.
It's really good stuff. I hope they didn't leave it in the milk too long.
It's much better than I thought it was going to be. It's not bad, actually. And better for me. So how about Honey Nut Cheerios?
You know, very popular. I think Cheerios is the best-selling cereal in the country, and there is some whole grain oat in that, and that's the good part. But again, lots of sodium, added sugar, not nearly enough fiber. A good cereal has at least 3 grams of fiber per 100 calories. Neither Cheerios nor Wheaties makes that cut.
Okay.
I think a much better choice if you want an oat cereal would be something like Kashi Heart to Heart.
I've seen this a lot lately.
And again, half the sodium, twice the fiber, much more nutritious.
All right. Kids cereal. I mean, because, you know, we all know about the kids going down the aisle in the supermarket with all these different kind of cereals.
Yeah, even these boxes glow in the dark, I think. You know, most of these kids cereals, or the cereals peddled to kids, I mean, you might as well take candy, throw it in a bowl, and pour milk over it, and then throw in a multivitamin for good measure at the end.
Oh, come on, really?
Pretty much. These are all loaded with sugar. In fact, most of these, the ingredient list includes sugar in 3 or 4 different forms. Again, high in sodium and virtually no fiber. So none of the benefit you expect cereal to have.
But they're magically delicious.
That part may be true. You're welcome to taste those. I stay away from food that glows in the dark.
We talk with the manufacturers because we want to hear what they had to say.
Right.
And Quaker Oats, their statement, breakfast provides the fuel kids need to help them power through their days. And Kellogg's, their statement was, breakfast cereals are a positive choice for consumers of all ages who want to achieve a healthy lifestyle.
You know, again, they changed the subject. I talk about the sodium content they don't mention. I talk about the sugar content they don't mention it. You know, cereal provides the energy to power through the day.
It's tough to get kids to sit down and eat breakfast. So what do you suggest?
Well, but that's the good news. They're great alternatives. Puffins. This is a kid's cereal that's a wonderful alternative to all of these. High in fiber, much more nutritious, a far better choice. Let's run through some of the key tips here on food labels. First of all, avoid partially hydrogenated oil. That's harmful trans fat.
Okay.
You also want to avoid cereal that has too much added sugar. Fiber is important. You want to make sure that you have at least 3 grams of fiber per 100 calories, not less than 2. And that would be the indication that you're getting whole grain goodness, and not more than 1 milligram of sodium per calorie. That's key. You don't want high salt breakfast cereal.
All right, David. Thank you very much.
Pleasure,
You go to our
Rob.
website and find out all that information. Ringo Starr in our last half hour.